if it weren't for what was going on, real travesty going on in Afghanistan, the travesty going on our southern border, all of the crises that this administration has created themselves, then it's hard to believe that anybody would have nerve to say, let's come to Washington and spend trillions of dollars we don't have on pet projects that will move us to being a Marxist nation. Ayn Rand, decades ago, put it right. The course that they're wanting to follow returns us to the primitive. It stops us continuing to improve lives and to extend lives. That comes to an end when you stop producing energy. We were energy independent. There are so many wars that have been fought over energy to keep a country going. We had it, we still have it. And yet this administration has brought that to an end. They've sent a message to our potential allies around the world. You can't trust us, at least not a Democrat president. They couldn't trust Jimmy Carter. They couldn't trust this president. He is walking away and saying, let's turn around and bankrupt America while our allies are being killed. Now, over the last decade, there's a few of us that have met with some of the leaders of what was the Northern Alliance in Afghanistan. They're begging for us to keep our promises. This administration doesn't help, doesn't care. They're more focused on running up the debt that will bankrupt America, create chaos, and give the Marxists a chance to take over like this was 1917 or 18 in Russia. It's got to stop. And we've got to have people that call themselves Republicans set aside their desire to please the New York Times and Washington Post and do what's right for America. And that is not to continue spending trillions of dollars. I don't know if you remember, some of you may not, but during the Obama administration, that first couple of years, Standard & Poor's said you can't keep running up $1 trillion a year in debt and not end up having your debt downgraded. And Standard & Poor's, fortunately, was the only one that did. But now, this administration is multiplying the amount of debt. We're in trouble financially, and this administration is determined to take us down the tubes and someday be heralded as the great leaders that opened the door to Marxism taking over America. And just as my friends have said, there'll be no place else to go. Friends in legislatures around the world have said, you lose your freedom in America, there will be no freedom in the world. You're the last hope. And that means we have got to have leaders here, even with D behind their name, to say, you know what, enough is enough. And as Arthur Laffer, the great economic advisor to Reagan, said, you want to go add more tax to the federal revenue, you'll never get it with the mega wealthy. They can pick up, move, they can change the way they do business. They can change everything so you won't get more taxes. And what does this administration do? And Pelosi and Schumer, we're going after the mega wealthy. As Laffer has pointed out before, that means middle class. Grab your wallet. They're coming for you. The mega wealthy will not be taxed. They're coming after you. So get ready. If we are not successful in stopping this atrocity of a bill they're saying is infrastructure, Green New Deal, whatever they want to call it, it's headed toward bankruptcy for all caring Americans.